In the film The Great Debaters, you had the chance to see how a debate works. So you know that in a debate, you will be asked to introduce your motion and explain very clearly why you believe that that motion needs to be discussed. Now we're going to see how to build a strong argument, because the order you present your argument will have a very big impact on your audience, on how your speech will be perceived by the audience. Now, as you can see, I chose my motion, and I'm going to convince you with a short speech that having a dog is a really important thing for everybody. So let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that we should all have a dog, because having a dog will benefit your life in terms of mood, fitness, and social life. So let's examine these arguments in detail. First of all, mood. A dog's companionship helps prevent depression and loneliness. Studies show that spending just 15-30 minutes every day with your dog will increase happiness, will make you feel more calm and relaxed, and reduce stress. Also, playing with your pup will increase your brain level of dopamine and serotonin, two important neurotransmitters that are associated with pleasure and tranquility. Secondly, having a dog will help you keep fit. According to recent studies, dog owners are more active people. In fact, they walk an average of 300 minutes per week, while people who do not have a dog only walk an average of 168 minutes per week. So, having a dog and walking your dog every day will definitely keep you fit. And finally, social life. We all know that dogs need care and playtime with humans, but they also need some time to spend with other pups. They need to socialize with other dogs, and that means that humans will have to take them for a walk, and while walking with a dog, they will have the chance to meet other people, and so to make new friends, start new conversation, and that means improving their social life. So, to sum up, having a dog will benefit your life in terms of mood, fitness, and social life. And let me conclude my speech saying that I have had a dog for many years, so I can tell you for sure that a dog is the only living thing on earth that can love you more than he loves himself. Well, I hope I was able to convince you that having a dog is an important thing for everybody. But if I was able to convince you, that's because of the structure I gave to my speech. So let's see which are the different steps that you need to take in order to build a strong argument. So first of all, the introduction. You need to introduce your arguments very clearly. And to do this, you need to label them. You need to give them a name. Label means etichetta. So you need to give them, as I said, a name. And to do this, you need to choose keywords. So words that will very briefly summarize the content of your argument. The second step in the argument will be the body. So in the body you will have the three arguments presented and supported by evidence. So whenever you say something like I said, for example, having a dog will improve your mood, you have to support what you say with evidence, with some examples. In the end, you have the conclusion, and in the conclusion you will repeat the label that you mentioned in the introduction. And you will choose a memorable ending. You will try to make your ending, let's move it here, and a memorable ending is a slogan or a quote or a joke, something humorous, something funny that people usually appreciate and like very much. And here you got the different ingredients for a strong argument. So these are the things you have to make sure you have done before you hand in your speech. So when you've finished preparing your speech, make sure that it contains these elements. Make sure that you have labeled your arguments, that you have given at least 3 good arguments, and then obviously what we said before, so a good introduction, a body in which you explain and provide evidence for each argument, a conclusion where you repeat the labels and you choose a memorable ending. Then you got the delivery, which is the way you speak. When you speak, when you deliver your speech, try not to sound as if you are reading. You can look at your notes, of course, but try not to keep your eyes on the note all the time. Try to sound convincing, and if you want to sound convincing, you have to be convinced of what you are talking about. Finally, the right pace. Pace is another word for speed. So when you speak, try not to speak too fast and try not to be too hesitant. So find the right speed for your speech. Obviously, check the grammar, so make sure that you have not made grammar mistakes. And check pronunciation. So when you are not sure about the pronunciation of a word, please check it. Your speech will not last more than 2 minutes. And try to use as much as possible linking words. As I told you many times already, linking words will make your speech more fluent. So try to use them as much as possible. I hope everything was clear, and I thank you for your attention. Obviously, now I'm looking forward to receiving your speeches, which I believe will be very, very interesting.